Welcome to RelyLocal Frederick Business Radio Spotlight. For the next 30 minutes, you will hear fast-paced interviews, unique perspectives, and valuable insight from real people who believe that empowering local business is everybody's business. This show is about the backbone of America, small businesses right here in and around the communities where we live, work, and play. And now, your host, Caressa Flannery, brings you RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight.
Hello there, this is Caressa Flannery, and we are here for another episode of the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. And I'm sure a lot of folks are wondering what RelyLocal is all about. A healthy community depends on a healthy economy, and both completely depend on the local businesses and organizations in Frederick. Simply put, more money spent with local businesses stays here, about 68%, where much less money spent with national chains stays in the area, only about 14%. And money spent online, well, that simply leaves us forever. To us at RelyLocal, supporting local businesses and organizations doesn't stop with the economy. It is all about creating a stable and vibrant community. Frederick businesses create jobs, tax revenue for schools and parks and roads, while offering diversity in the marketplace with unique products and services that you can't find in the big box stores or chain restaurants. And not to mention, these local businesses are owned by the very people who sponsor our Little Leagues. They donate to our local charities and events, and they volunteer for community events. They give back to the community in countless ways. You rely on them, but can they really rely on you? And every dollar you spend with a Frederick business or an organization stimulates our local economy. So folks, we are talking today with Becky Brashear. She is with the Great Frederick Fair, which is coming up very soon. So we're all excited because being a native of Frederick, we grow up with the Great Frederick Fair. Most of us did, grew up with the Great Frederick Fair, and it is a fun, jam-packed days of all kinds of things going on. So, Becky, welcome to the show.
Great, thanks for having us.
Yeah, well, let's. We always start, with giving a little bit of history of the fair. So, why don't you tell folks that are listening a little bit about what's so special about the Great Frederick Fair?
Well, of course, as you mentioned, Caressa, those of us who are native here, we've grown up with the Great Frederick Fair, and listening to your intro there of RelyLocal and local business. Your county fair is not your big box amusement park that you see at different places throughout the community and what have you. So we rely local as well. For our exhibitors, for our spectators, for that commitment of those folks that the tradition of the Great Frederick Fair can continue for another 151 years as we celebrate our 151st fair this year. So September 13th through the 21st
I know, I'm excited.
Be the launch of the 151st fair, and obviously we look forward to showcasing the local exhibitors with their different produce, with their different quilts, the canning goods in the Home Arts building, the livestock, all coming from local. Right. We also attract on a regional basis, but our home base obviously is from a local standpoint, and that's what we definitely try to push and to honor those folks because they are the backbone of what the Great Frederick Fair certainly has to offer. So as we look at what's coming up for this year and the 9 days that we'll have packed for that, we'll start off on the first Friday with the Mounted Equine Games. They're a repeat from a couple years ago, but if you want to see athleticism at its significance, that is the place to go on Friday afternoon.
That sounds exciting.
It is, and it's really an interesting competition to watch, if you will. So we hope folks will come out to see that. We're doing some things, innovative things in our agriculture education components at City Streets Country Roads this year. We will be featuring the Souk Up Agri Theater. It's actually a grain bin that we are converting into an educational theater showcasing the local grains of Frederick County of Maryland.
Oh, wow.
And we'll have flat screen TVs in there to show the different stages of growth and development and production of the various grains in Frederick County. So that's a new and innovative product that we're looking to launch as we bring 6,000 Frederick County public school students through our fairgrounds.
Yeah, that's
Monday
amazing
through
what you all do.
So
for the
we're very proud to be able to do that. That has helped us to, further expand our ag education components. As we've said many times, we're not a walk-around event anymore. People want to actually have hands-on experiences. Interactive to do those things, and we're able to do that really with a lot of commitment from Frederick County Public Schools. So
that's great.
So we look forward to that. Throughout the week, we're going to be doing our canned food drive in conjunction with the International Association of Fairs Canned Food Drive. Our international goal this year is to collect 20 million pounds of food that fairs are feeding hungry. And so it's part of our Dream Big campaign.
Yeah.
Locally, we're calling it Fill the Wheel, the big wheel, if you will. Mm-hmm. Last year, we filled about 10 of the 20 tubs that are on that wheel, in theory. So about 10,000 pounds of food last year. We're hoping we can at least double, if not triple that. We'd like to make a significant impact on the food banks for Frederick County.
That's amazing.
All week long we'll be collecting the foods, and $10 Monday is being tied into a ride promotion with that. So for $10 and some canned foods that you bring to on that particular day, you can ride the rides for $10. I mean,
nice.
That's a great savings program. So
yeah, so a family would enjoy that, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
great.
We're also bringing in a wine bar and cafe this year for the first time. So
yeah, I'm liking that.
Yeah, we are too.
You're gonna have to give me a map to know where that is.
It's going to be a nice addition. We certainly think Silver Maple Restaurant, Jason Routson and his crew are bringing this to us.
I'm sorry, who is?
Jason Routson with Silver Maple Restaurant.
Oh, wonderful.
Up on 40 before you go up the Braddock Mountain. So local wines will be featured to some degree in that, but again, just a whole different kind of a concept of anything that we've ever done at the fair. And, look at the wineries that are in Frederick County, the
so
wine trail. So we feel that that's a great additional component, not only to the agricultural offerings.
Well, you
but
definitely have that
the
local
fair.
feel with everything that you have going on at the fair. So I think that's
Absolutely.
awesome to include that.
And it's interesting because people have said, well, we want to come to some of the shows and go to this restaurant type cafe. Do we need to make reservations? So I think Jason may need to think about that because obviously, I think it's going to be a nice addition for everyone to pick up on. So we'll be doing that. I know that we're going to talk about the Fair app here in just a little bit, but another great usable tool that we've added to the offering for the fair this year. So,
excited
we're excited
about
that. Absolutely.
And you also have the crock contest, I believe, that's going on right now.
We do have the vintage crock. We started last year with the milk cans in honor of the 150th, and so we have, I think, about 13 or 14 crocks scattered throughout downtown businesses on display.
Yeah, I saw some of them online. They're very nice.
They're very creative. The local artists have done a great job. You can go online and vote for your most popular crock at our website at thegreatfrederickfair.com. Okay. The culmination of that will be a benefit auction on Sunday at 3:00, and these one-of-a-kind crocks will be sold to the highest bidders. All of those funds raised will go to our ag education components at the Great Frederick Fair.
And I believe the voting goes up until like September 14th.
Yes.
Is it the Saturday, the first Saturday of the fair?
Absolutely.
That's great. Wow, lots of exciting stuff.
It is lots of exciting stuff.
I know, that is awesome. Now, I understand that you all have just been awarded just a wonderful honor. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, we've been very fortunate with our ag education components that we have. And last year we received the second highest agriculture education award at the IFE convention in Las Vegas.
That's great.
Technically, we're the top in ag education, and we boast that very proudly. But we recognize that we can't do that without the local volunteers, the local support systems of those who help us, whether in financial or giving their time and their energy and their efforts, their knowledge. Yeah. All of those things go into building these ag education components that we literally have from pre-K right up through high school.
Yeah, definitely.
And so we're very proud of that.
I'm proud of you guys for that. Well, listen, we're going to go to our first break, so we will talk a little bit more about that and many other wonderful things happening at the fair. So, folks, just stay tuned, and we will be right back.
I hear the sound of a gentle wind.
Hi, I'm Betsy Day, President of the Community Foundation of Frederick County, a nonprofit organization dedicated to connecting people who care with causes that matter. Our strategic grant initiatives, focusing in the areas of affordable health care, housing, and school readiness for youth, need your financial support. Every dollar you give to the funds supporting these areas will assist in providing more services and helping more people. The Community Foundation has been serving Frederick County for more than 26 years, helping to build a stronger, more vibrant community through grants to nonprofits and scholarships to students. With your help, we will continue to enrich the quality of life now and for future generations. Learn more about the Community Foundation and our strategic grant initiatives by visiting the Impact section of our website at www.cffredco.org.
The 2009 school year is here. Kids, when you're waiting for the bus, stay at the bus stop, well away from the curb. When you get off the bus, check for traffic in all directions before stepping onto the street. And be sure to stay in full view of the bus driver at all times. Thanks for doing your part to make every school day a safe day.
Image means personality, and businesses, like people, have personalities. The right advertising can make or break you in the marketplace. WTHU Signs has what it takes to help you develop that winning image. WTHU Signs provides high-quality signage, displays, lettering, custom embroidered or screen-printed apparel, and graphics for all your personal, business, and organizational needs. With over 20 years of experience in the industry, WTHU Signs is a full-service signs company offering you the most innovative signage, design, production, and superior installation. WTHU Signs will work with you to incorporate your image into the professional branding that tells your unique story.
WTHU Signs is the premier location for all your laser engraving needs. This amazing state-of-the-art technology can create one-of-a-kind trophies, plaques, awards, and gifts, customized to your personal, sports, or professional needs with precision, detail, and accuracy. Just call 301-378-2216 or check out their website at wedgeco.com.
I love the colorful clothes she wears and the way the sunlight plays upon her head.
Hello, folks. It's Caressa back here again with the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. And just want to remind you that RelyLocal Frederick is on Facebook, and we would sure love you to be a fan and follow all the wonderful things that the local businesses are doing in the area. And as well, you can find the Great Frederick Fair on Facebook as well. And the Source Radio Network, the station that we are airing on right now, is also on Facebook. So like all those pages, and you will get lots of wonderful information about everything going on in the community. And we are here again with Becky Brashear. She is with the Great Frederick Fair. And Becky, I wanted to ask, what is this theme all about? Under every nose, there's a smile.
Well,
so tell us a little bit
at the Great
about
Frederick Fair, obviously,
Yes.
think about it, and we're in the entertainment and the education industry with the fair, and that's our goal, is to put a smile under every nose that comes through our gates. And if they have an upside down smile when they come through our gates, we certainly want to turn that the other way and make sure that they leave a happy camper after all the experiences that they've had at the fair. So
Exactly.
it's been a fun theme to work with this year. We have a different theme every year, and this has probably been one of the funnest, if that's an accurate word or not, but we've had
Most
a great
fun.
time. Most fun. We've had a great time with it, and
I love the logo with
yeah.
the animals and all their noses. It's adorable. It's really great. And do you want to maybe give us a sneak peek as to what the theme's going to be next year?
The theme next year is Connect the Dots with the Great Frederick Fair, and C and Connect being the common connector there, whether you're connecting to entertainment or education or food or the RelyLocal or whatever it might be. But that's our theme for next year.
I like it. That sounds really great. Okay, so I know one of the big highlights for the fair is the entertainment. Lots of people are excited about the entertainment that you have this year. I mean, Martina McBride.
Yep.
That's amazing. And I know the Beach Boys are coming in. So why don't you give us a little lowdown on what's happening with the entertainment?
Well, this is probably one of the best lineups that we've had. And, we're just very fortunate at our fair to be able to get the entertainers that we can get, that we do get. Our committee works very hard and very diligently to do that. But, Martina McBride's going to kick us off on the first Saturday night. And, we'll be following up with Tate Stevens, X Factor winner, on Sunday evening, and then we go into our 3 nights of motorsports with the truck and the tractor pulls and the demolition derby, and then
all big highlights as well.
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
In more ways than one.
Stand there and watch. Yeah. That's great.
Hunter Hayes takes to the stage on Thursday evening.
Now he's loved by the younger folks. I think
it's going to be a very interesting evening.
I've had people even contact me to see if I could help get them tickets for
wild.
this.
Yeah,
this
that's
event.
pretty wild.
Yeah, that's funny.
The Beach Boys, believe it or not, are the best seller at this point.
Wow.
And, it's just that demographics of people who, we're able to offer that, and we're close so they can come see a nice concert.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
exciting.
We'll have Justin Moore to wrap us up for the week. So it's going to be a great week, and just hope the weather holds. We can't do much about that, but ticket sales are going extremely well.
Is anything sold out at this point?
Nothing is sold out,
Okay.
But sales are very brisk.
Oh, I bet. And as it gets closer and closer
Yep.
to, days go by, I'm sure that you're going to see even more tickets sold. And,
Absolutely. So
and
people
selling out of many of those.
Well, we hope
concerts.
so. That's the goal.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. Well, that's always exciting. It's definitely a big highlight for a lot of people, I think, the entertainment, but of course the agriculture aspects and the great food. I know lots of people that go to the fair, for the wonderful food and everything. So, yes, lots of exciting things going on. And one of the things that you all have brought to the fair in most recent years, and I and RelyLocal became involved with last year, is the community tent.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you have different themes every day. Do you want to tell us a little bit about some of the stuff going on with the community tent?
Well, we've done a great job of expanding that, and as you said, you guys have been graciously involved in bringing some entertainment. We have a kids' day, we have a family zone day, we have a Latino evening that we're bringing in, a focus forward on green to, obviously the whole recycling segment and what have you. So just a lot, history day, so a lot of different components that these are kind of, freebie activities, freebie events going on at the community tent.
Right.
We really encourage people to stop by. There's a lot of useful information that they can glean from that, and it's free once you're inside the gates.
Yeah.
So, and then the Kids Rock thing that you guys are helping with on Saturday, that would be a great. I think it's barbecue and more, music and more.
Yeah,
so,
local music, barbecue,
yep.
and more. And there's some local businesses that are exhibiting, and we've got music from 10 a.m. all the way up to 8. Really excited, local musicians. So really great stuff.
And that's what we want to feature. I mean, we don't really have a local free stage, if you will. So this community tent is filling that void for us. In addition to that.
Yeah, very excited. And, of course, this is our second year being involved in it, and we're looking forward to that. And our tent that we're involved in is actually the last day of the fair, September 21st.
Exactly. So
we're very excited about that, and that RelyLocal has been given the opportunity to be involved. It's
Good.
very, very gracious. So I know that there is something else new. You touched on it briefly, but it's really kind of cool. It's got a coolness factor. I've already downloaded it onto my smartphone, onto my iPhone. But you have this really neat new app. And I think we might be heading into a break here soon, but we want to definitely talk about this app because I think that a lot of people are going to want to get it on their smartphone right away. Just go to the App Store and download it and, be able to get all kinds of information. So we want to touch just briefly on it, and then we'll wrap up with it when we come back.
That's kind of the idea, is to get folks to have the fair right in the palm of their hand, obviously.
Exactly.
It is a usable tool that they can take throughout the grounds and be able to plan their schedule before they even get to the fair. Complete schedule events, you can download it to your calendar so that you can star those things that you make sure you want to see when you come to the fair, and interactive map of the grounds and the vendors, so where different vendors are located on the grounds, whether it's food or different services or products that they may provide. So again, just a great walk around tool, and it's not only for fair time but on a year-round basis, as we have our different events at the Eventplex.
Absolutely. I
So.
see that being a wonderful tool for you all throughout the year.
Sure.
I think it'll be great. Awesome. Well, we're going to go to a break. So from Gettysburg to Brunswick and Hagerstown to Mount Airy, may the source be with you. This is Caressa Flannery. We will be right back.
When you're getting ready for school this morning, don't worry about how attractive you are. Remember, your health comes first. Skipping breakfast slows down your metabolism. Slower metabolisms burn fewer calories. Maintaining an ideal body weight comes from eating a balanced diet regularly. Don't forget, true beauty starts on the inside.
It's that time of year again, and summer is winding down. Fall is right around the corner, and the community show is here September 6th, 7th, and 8th at Catoctin High School. This is the best event in northern Frederick County. Join us for food, music, shows, raffles, animals, fun, and prizes. The best news of all is it's free. So come out and support your community and have a good time, and don't forget to stop by the AM 1450 booth and say hi. That's the 57th Annual Thurmont Community Show, Friday, September 6th through Sunday, September the 8th at Catoctin High School.
Hi, this is Johnny Erickson Tata with a special word for you if you suffer from chronic pain, especially migraine headaches. My friend who deals with migraines tells me that on some mornings, too many mornings, she wakes up thinking, oh, how am I going to make it through the day? I know I can't even get into the shower. Well, you may not have migraine headaches, but you can identify. When you're hurting, life is lived in steps, very small steps. But that may not be bad. If a pounding head or an aching back has you living life on slow speed, you're forced to gear down and focus on small moments, little successes, tiny achievements. And when you do, you discover the marvelous truth that authentic contentment comes from many great, but mostly small acceptances in life. Contentment is not a loss of pain, it is a settled heart. That's good advice today from disabilitycampaign.org.
Hi, my name is Brent and I'm the General Manager at Roddy Creek Automotive, and I want to personally invite you to our full-service automotive facility located on Route 15 just north of Thurmont on Roddy Creek Road. Our objective is to give you the best car care and customer service that you have ever experienced. Roddy Creek Automotive has a professional staff of ASE certified mechanics who will put you and your car's performance first. We specialize in personal service, and we will pick up and drop off your vehicle at any prearranged location to get the first-class service that you deserve. Roddy Creek Automotive is a proud sponsor of the championship Frederick Keys.
Mom, I would love to have a pond in our backyard.
My friend Jack has one with pretty fish and beautiful plants and peaceful waterfalls.
That's a great idea. With our busy lifestyle, peaceful sounds great.
For 4 generations, the Thomas family has been turning backyards into dreams. Lily Ponds has everything you need to start or maintain your water garden. Just off Route 85 on Lily Ponds Road, come see our acres and acres of plants, fish, pumps, and more. Lily Ponds, where dreams become a paradise. Lily Ponds is a member of RelyLocal Frederick.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody'd be served.
All right, this is Caressa, and we are back with the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. And I just want to let everyone know, since we are talking about the Great Frederick Fair here, that AM 1450, the station that you're listening to this show on, is actually going to have a booth at the fair. They're going to be right in front of the grandstand, and they are giving away throughout the entire time of the fair Orioles tickets, Ravens tickets. They're giving away lots of wonderful things, mugs, shirts, all kinds of stuff. So you want to make sure that you stop by the AM 1450 booth and enter to win those tickets, especially if you are a local person, you love the Orioles and the Ravens. Yay. All right, so we are back with Becky Brashear, and we want to continue talking a little bit about this app because I know there's some cool things that people need to know about it. So you want to share?
Well, just as you mentioned that the station's going to be at the fair, all of our fair exhibitors, vendors, if you will, have a presence on our fair app, so you can exactly call up their name and find out what booth location they're going to be in. And so should make it really easy to find you guys through the sea of all the exhibitors at the fair. So definitely stop by your booth. But I wanted to point out that we're also doing some push notifications through the app of some things that are happening that might be kind of last minute announcements that people want to be, kind of in tune to. Plus, a number of businesses are doing some couponing opportunities at the fair, whether it's a discount on foods or products or services. So they will be redeemed on a specific day, but anyway, make sure when you download your app that you're going to that couponing toggle there, if you will, and to make sure of what those opportunities are.
Just to see what kinds of offers
just to
might
see what's
be
there.
out
Absolutely.
there. Yeah,
Yep.
They never know, could they walk around and get some discounts. That's
Sure.
great. Now, before we kind of wrap up everything, let's talk a little bit about, I know you guys are in talks right now about some changes for the future fairs, not this coming fair, but future fairs. So do you want to share some of the little highlights of that?
Sure. In 2015, our board has taken action that we are going to be expanding to a 10-day fair.
Woohoo! Another day.
Another day. It will cover 2 full weekends. And most fairs across the country. Not that we have to follow, suit with what everybody else is doing, but we are going to be covering 2 full weekends in 2015. 10 sensational days of the Great Frederick Fair. So we're in the planning stages of that, and we'll have more implementation information as we get down the road and find out what those schedules are going to look like. And we think it'll be an exciting time for everyone, and certainly serve our exhibitors from a livestock component in a lot better fashion as well. So as well as be able to offer 2 full weekends of
that's exciting.
It is.
It just shows growth, and that's what the people in the community want. So that's great.
Absolutely right. And as we talk about the RelyLocal, I mean, here's the whole push that we're not a big amusement park, and I don't have anything against that, but we're local. We're Frederick, the Great Frederick Fair in the county of Frederick.
Agricultural, educational,
absolutely,
and fun.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk a little bit before we wrap up about some of the logistics things. I'm sure some people probably are like, well, I've never been to the fair actually. So how much does it cost? What about parking? Handicap stuff, any of that kind of stuff that you want to share with the folks?
Well, actually open to the public at 2 o'clock on Friday the 13th with a $5 admission. And then on Saturday, our admission rates go to $7 starting at 9. And the fair hours are 9 to 10. Starting on the Saturday through the following Saturday. Parking, it's at a premium. We encourage folks to come early, stay late, enjoy the day. Even if they want to take a break, come early, take a break midday, then come back for the evening concerts and what have you. But on the busy concert nights, we really ask people to come early to help with the traffic congestion. $50 card load night on Wednesday night is going to be a big night for us because you get your ride, your admission, your parking all for $50 for those who are legally buckled into a vehicle. So, but again, for the value and the things that we offer, we feel that $7 is certainly a fair fee, and kids under 11 are free.
There's so much.
So there's so much to see and do
at the fair for $7. That seems very reasonable.
And to come through the gates and see 18,000 competitive exhibits from cattle and sheep to pickles and tomatoes and quilts and all those kinds of things. It's interesting to see that folks are still doing, those canning projects at home and growing gardens and doing all the things that
but that's
a lot
part
of us
what
grew up with.
Makes Frederick special is that some of those history type things,
Absolutely.
Those things that people did back in the day, are still being done today. And then yet we do have the contemporary technological, advances that have been done as well. And
when you
all of
say
that's
that, and that's how fairs, it's how we have to change and adapt to stay on top of our game, because we can't offer the things that we did 10, 15 years ago. We've got to be on those technology cutting edges and doing those things.
So once again, the fair starts Friday the 13th,
Yes.
September 13th, and runs through the 21st, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so let's give some contact information so people know how to get in touch with the fair and, get all this great information in the app and so forth.
A lot of basic information is on our website at thegreatfrederickfair.com. I mean, there's just a wealth of information. We're on Facebook. We do tweets. We're on Pinterest. We're on Instagram. Please post your favorite pics on Instagram, Throwback Thursdays, whatever you want to do. We encourage all of that. And if there's just simply something that you can't find throughout those different measures, feel free to give our offices a call at 301-663-5895. And someone will be happy to answer your questions.
Great. Thank you so much once again for being here for the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. We
Thanks for having us.
Coming from RelyLocal, we certainly appreciate the Great Frederick Fair and all that it represents and all that you do for the community and for the businesses and people in the area. So.
Well, we say to the community, thank you for allowing us to put on the Great Frederick Fair, because that's truly who we rely on.
Absolutely. All right. Well, folks, that's a wrap. And stay tuned for the next program, the Bobby Likas Car Clinic. This is Caressa Flannery, the host of the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. We'll talk to you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to Rely Local Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight right here on AM 1450, The Source. Heard Saturdays at 1:30 p.m., Rely Local Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight is a movement, a campaign to take us back to what makes America great. Businesses locally owned and operated by you and your neighbors. Thanks for spending your valuable time today with us.